did this with the diamond level, uh, diamond level change. So a lot of people placed in plat, even though they were a diamond. So there was a lot of people asking, specifically about Tasty being a Masters last season. So with all this in account and looking at his history, and knowing that wasn't just throwing games to be demoted, this is just where he came out. Was and look at this. We
I
have
have to
got
say I hate this. Like, I hate this.
I hate what Oz just did.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just can never believe a random player anyway.
Yeah.
He shouldn't.
I mean, what's interesting?
Oh, I even wondered whose name this was. I'm not used to casting on this account.
Yeah. um, so this is going to be probably some very aggressive.
Ooh, what is Oz doing?
He's going just for a straight up worker rush. In game number 1 here, he's got his 12 workers. He's going up against 13 right now. A drone is 1 hair stronger than a probe. It's not a great amount, but as this number continues, we're now up to 14. He does.
Oh, and he's going to the wrong base.
Yeah,
His Overlord's gonna see this in just a second. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good timing on the Overlord, I have to say. So as soon as you're right there at mid-map where you can choose one direction or the other, the Overlord is going to be able to tell if he's in that position or not. And here the workers come.
At this point, yeah, and at this point he knows about it.
Good pull by Tasty, but he needs the Mineral Walk.
Look at this, he is... And this is only going to work so long, these workers running. We will have... Tasty working on that pylon. He's going to force the engagement here. Let's see. He's just oh no, this pylon's gonna fall. But is there gonna be enough work?
He needs to micro those injured workers to the back. Great pull.
16. We got 16 on 12. So this is gonna take some, it's gonna take some work here.
Nice job mineral walking, but he attacked a little too early.
Yeah. So far, we've only got 1 worker killed off, 2 workers killed off as he's working on this, but we still have 14 workers for Tasty. Tasty does regenerate his shields faster, even though they're not as strong. That's kind of how they make up for it. All right, we've seen
and
one.
No, Oz takes this.
Yeah,
Should.
Look at this.
Oh, that's a nice pull by Tasty. That was brilliant, blocking off those drones.
Yeah, now we're down to 6 on 5.
Oh, he needs to pull the injured probes.
He's able to get another one out.
Oh my god, that is amazingly awesome, guys. I'm sorry. That was... I almost cussed. I don't know what your language settings are on your stream.
I don't care.
That was fucking, like, awesome, what Tasty did right there. If you guys saw that, or if you go back and watch the VOD, the way he pulled his probes back to the mineral line, and then put them on hold position right there next to the extractor, those drones just couldn't get in well enough. Yet he had one solid line of workers able to attack. It was just great. So he got way more damage done than should have been done to those drones. Oh, that was beautiful.
Absolutely, that really was. That was a really, really, that was a well played pullback.
Yeah, because as you were saying, drones are a little more powerful than probes. That was good, and there was also a point in time where he split, and just split perfectly, where he pulled all of his probes from the back and moved them to the front while the others were regenerating.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
That's someone who's dealt with that before.
Yeah, I think we've all dealt with that before.
Yeah.
At least once.
I just typically don't deal with it that well.
Well,
12 drones
we're Terran.
Is powerful.
We wall off.
Mm-hmm.
We're okay.
Yeah, and Oz going with a little PM of picking a different race as telling his opponent, telling his opponent that he's something different than he actually is.
Yeah. That's why you can't trust randoms, guys.
Yeah, I've had that happen way too many times to me, to be told one thing and come into another.
At least I know if you say I'm Terran, you're not Terran. More than likely. I've had a few of them tell the truth, but that's why you always pylon or depot scout against a random, typically.
Yeah,
So you can pick your tech tree well instead of just blindly going, okay, this might be okay no matter what.
yeah, exactly. I believe this guy might be telling me the truth. I'm not 100% sure, and there are people. Don't get me wrong; it's not all random. Some randoms legitimately tell you what they are, um, but I still don't trust it. So
Yeah, it's true. Like if I play random and I go into a ladder game, 50% of the time I do tell my opponent what I am, and I don't lie whenever I tell them either. I want to play a
yeah,
legitimate game. I just want to play as whatever race it gives me, you know?
right.
Ew, and Dr. Oz playing the double mindfuck, saying
Yeah,
Terran again, and he is Terran.
yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah,
when I
after the
play
third beer, I
when I
start to
play
cuss.
random, I do typically, I'm that guy who says, "Well, come find out," you know, because it does force a little bit earlier of a scout, like you see here, T automatically going in super early, having to go faster than he wants to find out exactly what he's going for. Expect him to pick on this SCV, get a little payback here.
Yeah, good job shift clicking
Um,
it as well, so he's going to follow that.
so it's we got two off the line to deal with this.
Oh, that was a perfect pullback by
So
Tasty,
it's
exactly as he hit 0 shields.
yeah. And
Now, I
I
don't
don't really agree with
like
him as
that.
weak SCV.
No.
Uh,
That can get picked off way too easy whenever you scout. And Oz not actually stopping. It doesn't look like Tasty's microing either, though. There he goes. He finally pulls back, but he did take some actual damage there, down to 10 HP, so we'll see.
strange. I guess he wanted to be a little safer. That he started to wall off, and then he comes back and puts his barracks, in a standard position.
Right.
And there he goes.
Oh!
Go ahead and pick off that one that was getting low.
Oh,
Of course,
Ninja! That was totally Ninja.
and then now he wants the second one here. This is why you don't take the weak one with you, because
He's gonna get it.
he is trying to kite in front of it, because he wants that last shot on it. Oh, and it's going to go the wrong way if it wants to try to escape.
Now it's fine. As soon as that SCV turns, as long... Yep, there it goes.
So super early game I mean, he lost one himself, so
Tasty stopped making probes. Okay, there it goes. He spent a good chunk of time not making probes, so I kind of got a little confused for a minute. Wonder if he was going with something a little tricky. And there goes the Tech Lab second barracks. So we're gonna see if this is gonna be a one base kind of like stem push, or if he's just going for Marauders.
Let's see if that second gas goes down, and that will tell us a lot more on what he's trying to
Like
go.
personally, I go combat shields. Nah, it is gonna be Marauders. Like I'll do this, and I'll go Marine Marauder with combat shield, and then you get the upgrade from Marauders as you're pulling out.
Yeah, because it's such a fast upgrade.
Yeah. And even the Zealot's gonna check around, make sure there's nothing tricky around his base. Checking that third location. Dr. Oz supply block, though. Just needed to build that depot a little bit earlier. Especially whenever you're going for this, like, 2-base or 1-base play. You need to be spot on with those depots so you never lose production.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even losing it for a second gives your opponent an advantage. Oh, and we have a Robo coming up now. So he's going to be sitting on 3-gate Robo, but a Warp Gate's only about half done. We should see the push out whenever the next round of units pops. So after this Marine and Marauder are done, he might build one more. Oh, going for the expand.
Oz going for an expand, so it looks like he's coming. Oh, and here comes the Zealot that's in here. He knows about concussion shields now. The worker was killed off, so another one's going to have to come in to finish this off.
Here we go, Stalker Sentry coming out. That Sentry will be done, as long as it's chrono boosted anyway, by the time the Oh, he already
Yeah,
has one, so
he's
we're
got
good.
one out, so that would
I
be
didn't
his
notice
second
that
one.
one
That would give him
producing.
more time to block. Let's
Yeah,
see.
he's going to be fine as long as he gets that force field, and he's a good enough player. He should get that force field.
Yeah, especially on a map like this that only
Yeah.
takes one to block. You got
And
your
then the
second one
Immortal's coming
coming.
out, so he's perfectly fine. Actually,
Going
nice spot to
all
set that
the way as far
sentry.
as it can. Be interesting to see. Oh, there he goes. He's going to catch one Marine quickly picked off as we're seeing more units just rallying across.
Yeah, now that the Immortal's out, yeah, good Terran is going to go ahead and pull back. Just leaving a Marine up there so he can try and delay an expansion.
I'm really surprised at this point that he isn't going ahead and adding on the going ahead and getting the reactor on that second barracks because he knows he has to pull back now. He
Yeah.
can't continue to push.
Actually, he's getting his stem, his second gas, getting his third rack, so we should see him go up to factory here pretty quick and then up to medevacs. So then it's just going to turn into a standard like 2-base play.
Yeah, this is interesting. We got the probe pushing out, but we do have the 2 sentries staying at home.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I guess it just looks like he's trying to intentionally avoid the Zonaga, assuming it's being held. As he's working over here a little farther off again, in my opinion, for Tasty's pylon placement. Because a Terran's not going to be on 4 bases yet, so
No.
So I expect him to throw another one down over here also. It's here.
Really, I think it needs to be even closer than that. Like this middle section between the Rapier
Yeah.
4th and the Natural.
Yeah.
Like right there would be good, but there's 2 bunkers.
The tree line is a great spot because you can't see it easily.
Right.
And this is one of the main reasons why you transfer SCVs. It's not just for saturation reasons, but you really need to be able to get them up here.
Yeah, without
Absolutely.
SCVs up there, this is not going to go.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think the
So-
Marauders need to be in there instead of the Marines just because you know there's Immortals out.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep them alive just as long.
So yeah,
as you can.
SCVs aren't going to be pulled in time. The force field should go down, and
And
Yeah.
both bunkers just fall instantly. Yes.
Marauders
As
just
you can
exploding.
Trying to get the workers in front of it, but it does no good behind the force fields.
Actually, great micro by Dr. Oz. He's keeping part of his army out of the fire, and he's going to push it back. Awesome
he's
job.
Push this back quite well.
That's actually kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, I agree. I really didn't think you'd be able to hold that, especially without being able to get any repair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were
like
moments in
0.
time, yeah, like 0 repair. There were moments in time, though, where the Immortals were targeting Marines. And you really never want that. You always want to take down the Marauders first. And of course, that stem timing played a huge role as well.
Yeah, it came out perfectly. And this next hit that...
Oh, nice! The Marine here in the base took out a probe. The Marine that was patrolling out here outside the Natural. Actually took out 2 probes.
Yeah, and now he's getting a chance to come out, be annoying, do some shots. Gets squatted down too. So here comes round 2, forcing a second stem on some of these units that already can't afford another
There's
stem.
just too much there for Oz, though. That's too much damage. Tasty has to throw the GG. Gonna push it onto game 3 here. See what map he wants to pick. This will be the last match for tonight, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you're following us here on our Twitch, twitch.tv/YogiTime. Check out our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube channel. If you subscribe to all 4 of those, send us an email at yogi@yogitime or ivdyogitime.com. You can also go to the website and find it there. Just send us an email. If you do all that, we'll check the email, make sure it's registered at it. You can get a beta key. No one's done it yet. Just get a beta key. I'm sitting here watching our
This is the
subscribers.
last game. As soon as this game ends, it's too late.
Yeah.
So we're loaded up now. Here comes Newkirk District for our last map, and so right now, if if this game ends and you're the only one or only one of the two, then that's a guarantee. And you didn't put anything into it. It didn't cost you money. You know,
Yeah,
it was a
it
couple
costs
minutes of
you.
time.
Yeah, literally, if you can type at all, 1 minute of your time. If you're meh, typing 2 minutes. But come on, guys, we play StarCraft. We have macro. Typing is
Yeah.
macro, man. So get your macro exercises on.
Yeah.
Type in
Uh,
youtube.com/IvDTV. Hit subscribe. Go
yeah.
to Twitter. Go at IvD Yogi Time. Hit follow. Go to facebook.com/IvD Yogi Time. Hit subscribe. There, you did it. See? It's done. You get a beta key. You get a
And
HOTS beta key
one thing we
without
don't
having to do
really
anything.
share all that much, but I'll go ahead and say it now because I'm in a different state of mind, is we do pay attention to the number of follows that we get, the number of uh, people who watch the streams, this, that, and the other. This is how we decide where our prize pool money goes to. This is how we decide which uh, has he's gone himself tearing again. Um, uh, this is how we decide on what we're going to do, where our money is going to go. So,
Hoping for PvP. Well, we
uh,
are going to have a PvP.
yeah. So, you know, it's important. It's important that we get some more activity going than we're getting right now because this is what tells us what kind of tournaments we need to hold the most. So it looks like Tasty is going to be the first one over. Get get a gander.
So, looks like Oz is going to do something a little bit tricky. But Tasty knows this. There's no pylon in the main base. He's even checking around, just making sure it's not hidden somewhere. See, this is a little bit better of
But
a
he
proxy
still,
spot than Tasty picked before. It's a little bit closer. I like
right.
this better. But yeah, here goes
And
the
at
gate.
this,
We'll probably see a second gateway before Cybercore or anything. Won't even see a gasket
yeah,
made. Realistically, this game should go to
uh,
Tasty as long as he slows down his probe production and builds that other gateway.
yeah. I mean,
But you
'cause
want to
right
save
now
your
he
chrono.
sees that.
But yeah, he sees there's no pylon in the base. Forge comes down now, so he's going to get a cannon up. Personally, I'd go for that second gateway, because if it's a proxy, it's more than likely 2 gateway. And then as long as you save your chrono, you have defender's
Yeah.
advantage. But he thinks it might be a cannon rush, so he's pulling a lot of probes trying to take this out. Because you can never be too careful. Even Protoss get scared of probes in their base. It's not just us Terrans, okay?
Exactly.
He might even throw down a pylon just to kind of trick him, force some more stuff off the line. And there goes the Cybercore. Forge is complete, so he's going to be able to build a cannon. Yeah, pylon going up at the front. Oh, and Forge coming down proxied as well for Oz. He needs to build
Yeah.
another pylon, though. Oz does.
Yeah.
He's going to be supply blocked as soon as this Zealot pops. Or for Zealot pops.
And here comes there's his next pylon. I don't agree with him putting his next pylon there. Because now he has the.
You don't need to
click.
pull your probes at this point. That's the thing. He's just trying to block him from that cannon. But can he pick off the probe? Oh, not
The
quite.
supply block isn't helping.
And there goes the cannon for Oz. He needs to pull some probes to that cannon.
Oh, going straight for the SCV. The Zealots were hanging back just a little bit longer than he needs to.
He needs to pull
2
that
on
Zealot.
1. He's gonna get it out, but he has to watch out for a cannon also. So now we've got 2 on 2, cannon on cannon. As both here goes second cannon down on one side. Still only got this one gate going up. Oh, but Tasty's cannon will get killed off there if he can't do something about this ahead of time. Alright, trying to pull these zealots into the cannon range. We got 3 in now. Oh, and Tasty's cannon falling there. So it is pushing in they're going to be in cybernetic range at this point. And at this point, we've seen Tasty go all the way, just pushing through so much. And And same here with Oz, and looks like Oz is gonna go ahead and be able to clean this up
Yeah.
as Cybernetic is ending. There's only one left. He is Cannon himself in base, but it's not
Look
gonna
at these
be.
4 cannons, 5
Uh,
cannons coming up for Tasty.
yeah, he's doing everything he can to try to do the same. Getting a nice surround here. Uh, on that.
If I were
This
Tasty, I
cannon
would
is.
just kind of pull my probes and go to my opponent's base.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. And as these cannons went down, they are out of range. So there's nothing that
Oh.
can be done there.
Yeah, no forge left. Not really anything
Yeah.
Tasty can do.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel like there is anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
really
not Protoss,
surprised. Alright,
but
so we are down to the moment of GG. So someone trying to get that last cannon up. Alright, so
it gets one
can
shot
get
off
one
on
more
that cannon.
shot out. Yeah.
Oh, and there's some probes coming up. Oh, coming up, laying a nexus down up here. Another probe going into his opponent's base. More than likely wants to build a couple more cannons.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got to get a pylon up. He's got to get.
Well, he has his
forge
pylons up. We do have photon cannon coming up for Oz right now, but
but
it's
he's
going to
still
be in
gotta
the
get
raise of that
forge
pylon,
up.
but that's it. Oh yeah, he lost his forge. He should actually just proxy the forge right here.
Yeah,
Right behind his cannons. Behind your cannons, Tasty. That's in range of the photon cannon.
Yeah, that is a bad placement, and he's gonna get punished for it. This is just getting a little bit funny.
Yeah, I love how the
Sorry.
base for Tasty's right next to the proxy for Oz, but neither wants to use it. Yep, pylon goes down. Forge is gonna get targeted. Cancel it.
He might be
Cancel it. Yes, he
Yeah.
got the cancel, but he doesn't have enough minerals. He needs to get these probes with these couple minerals over to his new base. Maybe even just surround that base in cannons. Let's just do that. Yeah.
Tasty getting a
Tasty trying to get a new
cybernetics
pylon.
out, which is strange because he doesn't have a gate out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just getting a little bit.
Well,
funny.
he's building a second cyber core. He still has his cyber core. Well, actually, that'll be his third cyber core he's building right now.
Yeah. But he can't get back in there to power it. Oh, and we do